have to. You're born who you are. You must change, 'cause you want to. It's time to focus on your dreams. Put them off so long, they're there but can't be seen. But how hard do you try? You're lucky to be alive. Let's step up our game a bit and use those things we quit, and laugh and smile and say we're lucky to be alive. It's time to start to do those things. The goals you set, the ones you call your dreams. But how hard do you try? You're lucky to be alive. So you're bringing it, the start of the year. You know you got nothing but cheer. Your family and your friends, they are so proud of you. It's time to start to do those things. The goals you set, the ones you call your dreams. But how hard do you try? You're lucky to be alive. You're born who you are. You change what you have to. You're born who you are. You can change if you have to. You're born who you are. You must change, 'cause you want to. It's time to focus on your dreams. Put them off so long, they're there but can't be seen. But how hard do you try? You're lucky to be alive. Let's step up our game a bit and use those things we quit, and laugh and smile and say we're lucky to be alive. It's time to start to do those things. The goals you set, the ones you call your dreams. But how hard do you try? You're lucky to be alive. So you're bringing it, the start of the year. You know you got nothing but cheer. Your family and your friends, they are so proud of you. It's time to start to do those things. The goals you set, the ones you call your dreams. But how hard do you try? You're lucky to be alive.
And on behalf of the pastor and our board of trustees, welcome to the Andrew Jackson Davis building and our Sunday service. At this time, we would just like to remind you that wearing a mask is mandatory, except for the person who is speaking. We do not allow personal recordings of this service or any of our other services. Thank you. I would now like to ask everyone to turn their cell phones off at this time. And to begin our service, Corey Fisher will light 3 candles symbolizing the unity of body, mind, and spirit. Thank you, Corey. Please rise as you are able for our invocation. Divine Spirit, send us your blessings and rejuvenate our spirits with your loving presence. Thank you for this opportunity to be here and receive those blessings. Send us peace and comfort. Thank you. Amen. You may be seated. Located in our bulletin are our Declaration of Principles. Please join with me in reciting them together. We believe in infinite intelligence. We believe that the phenomena of nature, both physical and spiritual, are expression of infinite intelligence. We affirm that a correct understanding of such expression and living in accordance therewith constitute true religion. We affirm that the existence and personal identity of the individual continue after the change called death. We affirm that communication with the so-called dead is a fact scientifically proven by the phenomena of spiritualism. We believe that the highest morality is contained in the golden rule, whatsoever ye would that others should do unto you, do you also unto them. We affirm that the moral responsibility of the individual and that he makes his own happiness or unhappiness as he obeys or disobeys nature's physical and spiritual laws. We affirm that the doorway to reformation is never closed against any human soul here or hereafter. We affirm that the precepts of prophecy and healing are contained in the Bible, are divine attributes proven through mediumship. Okay, next we have the healing prayer, which is also in the bulletin. Please recite with me. I ask the great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from my mind and body and to restore me to perfect health. I ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and I will do my part. I ask this great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help and to restore them to perfect health. I put my trust in the love and power of God. Now, for those of you who wish to receive spiritual healing, they're located here on the side, and you can go to the next available healer. They will be sanitizing their hands in between each case. While the healers work, the rest of us will be guided in a meditation led by Reverend Dr. Lewis Gates.
Morning, everyone. We could close our eyes, allow yourself to just take in a breath. Allow that vibration of breath to reside within your lungs. And as you breathe out into the universe, allow your vibration to fulfill the universe with beautiful energy. And as that breath continues within your lungs, breathing out into the universe, allowing yourself to get quiet the mind, the vibration around you. allowing that energy to build within your auric field. Now I'd like you to see a medicine bag connecting to you. This medicine bag could be made of any substance, any vibration. And to envision all the colors of the universe propelling itself inside this bag, allowing the designs of the outside of the bag to come into full vision around you. And as you breathe, allow your higher self to design this bag for you. The designs, the vibration, the connection. And as you see it in your mind's eye, allow yourself to get the full view, what you've envisioned, what you've needed in your vibration. Now I'd like you to place that bag, that medicine bag, somewhere near your soul, into near your heart chakra. Place it in that spot. Allow yourself to open the bag. And as you breathe, ask your higher self what you need. Allow the visions of the spirit world, the visions of your higher self, to allow you to fill the bag. Allow you to fill it with blessings, encouragement, and spirituality. Allow yourself to pull the energy from the four corners of the universe, from the higher realms of spirit. And as you allow that bag to fill itself, allow the energy that you've put into it to follow it, to be there. Now I'd like you to seal the bag. Now as you envision within your physical realm, your physical body, allow yourself to move things away from you. Things from the past, disappointments, situations within your life, things that have no more use for your vibration. Allow them to filter away from you, clearing the spot, the space around this medicine bag. Allowing that white light from the spirit world to encircle it. Place it next to your heart chakra. Allowing that heart chakra to light the space around you. And as you do that here in this space today, you are sending energy out to every soul, every vibration here, encouraging them on their walk, blessing them with your presence in this place. As you encircle this room with the blessings that you propelled from your being, allow that energy to move from this building out across the fields, across the oceans, across the planet. Allowing the colors, the inspiration to encourage others as it passes them, as it moves across the earth plane, circling the earth, blessing the earth, allowing that energy to get stronger within your own being as you propel this energy towards the universe. Now as you sit here, allow that vibration of energy to propel itself into the spirit world. Seeing loved ones, individuals that were part of your life that have passed to spirit, sending them this beautiful energy, allowing them to look up, see a light coming from your heart chakra, and feeling the blessings that you've sent them. And as you encourage the spirit world, individuals there will gather. They will gather the energy, the vibration, and send it back to you. So as you look at the medicine bag now, has it changed? Has something else been put in the medicine bag for you? Do you feel a difference? Do you feel that encouragement that will bless you for years to come? That medicine bag will dwell here in your heart chakra. You've placed it here now. It has become part of you. It is a space where spirit can be and encourage you on your walk. And when you allow yourself to forgive yourself, to move forward into the light, to bless others with your presence, but most of all, to encourage your higher being. Because when you do that, it encourages the spirit world, it encourages and blesses the universe. And when you take this next breath, know that you've done your part. That energy you sent out today, as you sent it across the earth plane, probably touched someone that was having a bad day. You encouraged them at a moment in their life that they needed that encouragement. So you should thank yourself for being able to do this. Now I want you to send the energy back to you again. That energy back from the spirit world to heal, to encourage, to bring you back to balance. Making you a new creation here today, allowing you to find your true purpose. And as you take this next breath, allow yourself to bring yourself back here to this space, knowing that the light has followed you, and others will see it today within you. And when you're ready, open your eyes.
Thank you, Dr. Gates. We'd like to thank our healers today for sharing their gift of healing. They are Darlene McCormick, Lori Carter, and Jackie Arnold. If you've received a healing today resulting in a correction or an improvement, please complete the yellow card, and they are located in the back over there. You can give it to someone in the back, or you can mail it. Okay, next we are going to have our speaker for today, who is also Reverend Dr. Lewis Gates. He is an ordained minister, a certified medium, healer, and teacher. He's devoted his life to serving spirit. Please welcome Reverend Dr. Lewis Gates.
I know that most of you have picked up a bag today, so I'll explain what the bags are for here in a minute. The question I wanted to speak about today was our spiritual connection, our spiritual bag that we carry within us. Now, I want to talk about when I was young, that's been just a couple of years ago. I used to travel with my grandmother. We used to go up and see my grandmother up in North Carolina, and she used to, when we got there, she would create these medicine bags, these spiritual bags she'd have on the table. And when we entered her house, she would tell us to pick one. And we would pick a bag from the table. And she said, I placed one gift in the bag for you, but the rest you must find yourself. And she would send us out around her property, which was, I think I was young, I was huge. But we used to go around the whole property looking for things to place in the bag, that spiritual bag that she gave us. And we would spend probably days looking for the right thing just to kind of throw my grandmother off a little bit, just trying to find something that she would look at. And we would fill it in our bag and we'd bring it back to her. And she'd take the bag and she'd place it on the table and she'd take everything out of it and she would look at everything that we picked up. And she would give us a reading about our lives, our inspirations, our things in our lives from what we picked up in that bag. And then she would place it all back in the bag, seal it, and hand it back to us and say a prayer over your bag and place it somewhere in your spiritual place. I always took that with me in my life because I always realized that we all, every single one of us, carry our own metaphorical bag within our lives. We carry this vibration around us. We store things in it. We place things in the vibration around our lives. And we always do that. We keep things that no longer serve us in this lifetime. But we put them there because we think they're going to come back. And like somebody says, my wife told me the other day, that shirt you had back in the 1970s is no good. I said, well, it will come back into fashion. We think that things will come back into fashion, you know. So we think if we just keep it long enough, we can make it work for us. But every once in a while, we need to go into our spiritual bag, open it, put everything out on the table, allow ourselves to sort through it, allow ourselves to look at it, figure out what we need and what we want to keep and what we need to get rid of, what we need to propel away from us. And then allow ourselves to attract new within our lives. As spiritualists, we shouldn't become mundane in our life, stopped in one situation. Everybody wants to always tell you that spiritualists were going to be like the old-time spiritualists. Well, the old-time spiritualists are now dead. We need to move forward. We need to move into a new vibration as far as spiritualism, allowing ourselves to find that true passion of what the religion really is. The religion is really a connection to your higher self. It's a connection to your inner being. It's a connection for that, because through classes I can teach you how to speak to spirit. But the question is I need you to learn how to speak to yourself, how to encourage your own being within your life. If I just teach you to talk to spirit, you're never going to get in contact with yourself. You must be able to understand who you are, not who somebody else was that has passed to spirit. So when you feel this vibration within your life, you need to actually put something in there that deals with you. And you might feel like, well, that's just being selfish, Lewis. I should actually ask for things for everyone else. But if you wear yourself out, completely deplete your energy, deplete your bag, and it catches fire, somebody who's going to help you in the vibration but your higher self. You must become in contact with that. But my grandmother used to tell us that that bag was our connection to the universe, our connection to the great white father, the great white energy. My grandmother used to have a large white buffalo head on her wall in her house. And we'd sit there and look at that. And she said that was the Great Spirit. I didn't know how good the spirit was because they took his head off and put it on the wall. But as a kid, it was something. But if we allow people to disrupt our lives, allow them to disrupt our being, then we allow them to take control of our energy field. Allow them to lead us in a path that probably isn't a path that we need to be on, but we think we might be on. So find that passion within your life. Fill the bag. Take everything out of the bag and throw it away if you need to. And replace it with whatever you feel like you need. I gave you the bag today, and you all picked the bag. You didn't know what bag I gave. But every bag has a certain stone in it. I put in each bag. You picked the bag. Subconsciously, you took that bag. So the stone will probably have some kind of meaning to you. It'll have some kind of meaning to you. And then sometime during the week, just kind of figure out what's being propelled in your life, whether subconsciously or physically, and place it in the bag. Place it somewhere in your spiritual space, your altar, your spiritual space, wherever you call your spiritual space. Allow it to sit there for a while. Allow that energy to be there. When I teach workshops on this, when I teach workshops about creating your own medicine bag, creating your own vibration, I allow you to pick from all kinds of things that I produce within the room. Allow you to load your bag. Then I take everything out of the bag and I give you a reading from what you picked. Some people are very surprised at what they pick. It's exactly what they need in their life. So when you understand that you propel everything you need within your life, there's nothing you don't propel. There's nothing you don't. We just don't look at it. We put blinders on. We don't want to see that. But everything in our life there's a purpose why it has been placed there in our lives. It's always a purpose. We can say, oh, it's a purpose. The colors, the vibrations you see. You leave here today, you see something. There's a reason why you left at that particular moment, that particular instant to see it. There's a reason why you saw that. There's a reason why Spirit wanted you to envision that. We spend way too much time in our lives looking down at the phone instead of looking up. Looking around us, seeing what's going on in the world. Because Spirit could actually make the phone ring for you if that's... but most of the time, it's what's going to be going on out here. If you walk out here and find an owl feather on the ground, there's a reason why you walked past that owl feather while you were standing there, picking up that owl feather, that hawk feather, or that blue jay feather. There's a reason why you were there at that moment. And you don't have to pick everything up in your life. Keep track of it. Keep track of it in your vibration. At the end of the day, look at it. For years of my life, I kept a spiritual journal and a gratitude journal. I still keep one. Every day I look at it, figure out what I saw for that day, and what I'm grateful for. What I'm grateful for that day. Now, I've had individuals tell me I'm not grateful for anything. I'm exhausted. Well, there's something that you should be grateful for. Something that happened today. And that's what you're doing. You're trying to change that mind thought in your vibration. You're trying to change that thought. Because we're always taught that thoughts are things. Meditate. Get your mind quiet. Sit still. Be quiet. We're taught all that through spiritual work. But unless we can quiet our mind, clear the extra debris away from us, we never get ourselves in tune with the spirit world. Finding that piece of quiet in our lives, that's what we need to do in our lives, is find that quiet, that connection to who we are. But the bags that you make in your life, these are little bags I gave you, but you can make your own spiritual bag. Decorate it any way you want. Keep that spiritual bag for you. Decorate it any way you feel like you need to decorate it. But know that once you decorate it, that is what you envision on the outside of your bag. And that always told me as a child, I could envision my bag the way I thought it should be. But I have to remember, other people see my envision of what I think the bag should look like. Am I happy with what other people see around me? Am I content? Am I content? Because I do not get to move forward unless I feel happy that I'm in the right direction. Or I will sit on the path and do nothing. And people will pass me by, not look at me. That's why I loved when me and my wife lived up in Tennessee. Up in Tennessee, people look you in the eye. They wave at you. They do stuff. Here in Florida, you almost have to slap somebody to look at you. Look up. Look at me. But the question is, we have to realize that we have to look. Raise our vibration. Look up. Story in one of the old antique new thought books that I have. It talks about a sailor on board a ship, and this first mate, he runs up the gangplank up to the very top crow's nest, and he keeps looking down, but he starts getting seasick because the boat's moving back and forth, and he's getting seasick. And the old sailor looked up and said, "Look aloft, look up, and you'll stop being sick." And as soon as the sailor did that, he looked aloft. He stopped being sick. It's when we continually look at the bad things in our lives, the connections that are bad, things that have happened in our lives. We always make ourselves a little ill. We feel bad about it. We feel upset about it. But don't look at those things as maybe they were life lessons, a journey we had to take at that moment, something we had to take on for someone else. Maybe it was somebody else's life lesson. Maybe it was something for them that we had to encourage for them. Sure, it might not have worked out as well as it should have for us, but it worked out for them. We put our life on hold for them. We encouraged them. We got them in the right spot. Maybe that wasn't the spot we needed to be, but it's where they personally needed to be. We need to forgive ourselves for situations we feel are bad, situations that don't quite work for us. Allow yourself to say, I've gone through that. I've been there. Whew, let's move forward. And stop the vibration. Everybody talks to me when I do readings. They go, "Oh, somebody in spirit, they must be mad at me. They must be very angry at me. Tell them I love them. Do they forgive me?" Spirit doesn't really care what you did. They don't care. They've gone to the spirit side of life, and all they send is love and support to you. No matter what happened in your life, what if you had a bad parent, situations and things happen in your life? What if that whole vibration was just to teach you a life lesson, an encouragement, and get you to where you need to be? Sure, it was a tough journey. It was a rough journey. But you made it through. You're still breathing. You're still here. So maybe that whole journey that you thought was so bad, maybe it got you where you needed to be. Where you needed to be. Because in our lives, we have these motions that we can look back. When I get older now, that I understand, I look back at my life and go, "Oh, I know why that happened. Oh, I know why that happened. I know why I got there. I know why that moved." Because I can look back at my life and go, "Oh, I see what Spirit was doing. I see what they were doing." But at the moment, I'm going, oh, I want to have a come to Jesus moment with my guides. I want to say, wait a second here, what's happening? But as I look at it, go back and look at it, I understand that there is a method to spirits. I tell people we all have journeys in our lives. We all have these paths, these journeys in our lives. These paths stretch out ahead of us. It is not the destination that we will be in our lives that we have to worry about. Our free will and choice is the journey that we take down the path. How do you personally want to arrive at the destination? If we're carrying so much luggage in our lives that we can't get on the path, that's because you chose to carry all that luggage. If you chose to go down one of the scary paths, that's your prerogative. But your vibration, you should always ask yourself, is this good for me? Is this higher vibration for me? When I talked to my master teacher, Lucerne, he explained to me that every one of us should actually state two of them. Is there something I missed, something I should have done, something I should be putting in motion? Could you please show it to me today? So that kind of covers all bases. Anything that you should have seen, something you should have done, something you should have put in motion. Covers all bases. And then you watch for repetition happening in your life. What is Spirit trying to show you? Have you missed something? Did you not see it? Were we too busy looking at something else and ignoring what we really needed to look at? So it's allowing yourself to fill that spiritual bag, to connect to your higher self. I can connect you to everything about mediumship and everything about it. But the question here is understanding how your higher self accepts it. I can tell you that you're a very extremely powerful medium, but unless you can accept that you could be one, you're probably never going to accomplish that. I could tell you could be a profound healer, a profound spiritual healer, but if you believe down deep that you probably can't heal, probably not going to be a profound healer. It's that positive affirmation situations within your life, changing that vibration. Sure, all of us have had things happen in our lives that have thrown us off balance. All of us. But it's how we pick ourselves up, how we move ourselves down the path, how we get there to where we need to be. It's not because we fell down. It's because we got up. Not because we fell down. That already happened. It's as you pick yourself up. How did you move yourself in the right direction? That's how you have to look at it. Because spirituality, my grandmother, a Cherokee medicine woman, she understood how spirit worked. She understood how spirit would speak to you and talk to you and understand your vibration. So understanding who you are, understanding the true spirit that you are. There's nobody on this earth plane that is made like you. Nobody. You might think, oh, there's some people like, no. You are a creation above on yourself. You're it. I feel like people tell me that, oh my God, when they made that person, they broke the mold. They might have retired the mold. They didn't break it. But we are who we are. But it doesn't mean we have to stay who we are. It means that we can encourage other blessings within our lives. Filling that spiritual bag within you. The spiritual bag is mostly for encouragement with your higher self. Encouragement with the blessings from your higher vibration. You could use these bags as a medicine bag to propel things in your vibration that you need to see for health, for well-being, for vibrations within your life. Allowing spirit to direct things and vibrations within your life to get you healthy. Produce your own little medicine bag within your life. Put it in your personal spiritual corner. Allow yourself to tell your guides that you're perfectly healthy. I explain to people, when you're sick, when you're ill, your mind plays tricks on you. Your mind plays tricks on you. You could ask spirit for perfect health, but then all of a sudden, oh, there's stuff going on. Oh, I don't know if I'll ever be healthy. It's when right now, as most of you here are pretty healthy. Ask for perfect health now. You're asking for it. You're not begging for it. You're asking for health from your guides. It's when your mind plays tricks on you. Then you're allowing other people to tell you stuff. Your mind to play vibrational music. It's like when you get bad news in your life, it's always like the Addams Family music is playing in the background. Like, oh my God. But if we allow ourselves to believe that we can be healthy, we can bring things in our lives. But it doesn't mean that health, this whole vibration comes to you just because, oh my God, it's just going to appear. Your guides want you to make an effort. Look for it. Look what Spirit's bringing towards you. I've spent my whole life looking at what Spirit's been trying to bring towards me. I've been a spiritualist in this religion and working in this religion my whole life. I'm still working in it. But the question is I've never stopped taking classes. I've never stopped learning. Because I feel there's too much more to learn. I haven't learned everything yet. I haven't got all my books filled yet. So I keep learning. I understand what Spirit is still teaching me. And I still felt with spirituality, spiritualists, it's not the mediums. It's not the mediums or the healers that are going to help you. It's not. It is the teachers. It is the ones that are going to teach you how to do it yourself. How to heal and bring the healing energy into your being. How to address spirit when you see them. That is what the future of this religion is teaching you to connect to your higher self. Not for me to sit and tell you all about your loved ones and what's going on in the spirit world, but for me to teach you how you can do it. how you can propel that energy. The future is not mediums and healers. The future is teachers, instructors, teaching groups of people to get themselves to where they need to be. That in turn encourages others to follow the energy flow that takes that group to where they need to be. That's why spiritualism will change. It can't stay the same. It will never be the same. It has to move to a higher vibration within our lives. Higher vibration. Even though you look at religions that were back in the 1800s, not one of those religions are exactly the same as they are today. They would not survive. Same thing as spiritualism. It will move to a higher vibration. Kicking and screaming or gently, we will get there. But when we get there, the light, we will be encouraged, we'll be blessed, and we know we will be the manipulator of our path. Now allowing somebody else to tell us where the path is, but being able to see the path ourselves. So when you take the bag and envision that spiritual bag or that medicine bag within your life, know that Spirit is working with you. Your guides are with you. Guides are overshadowing you, taking care of you. So allow yourself to find that blessing within your life. Don't tell yourself you can't achieve it. Tell yourself you're just starting the journey and you will achieve it. Don't tell them you can't. Tell them you will. And I hope that you enjoyed that and enjoyed that vibration. And I want to thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Gates. Okay. There is a prosperity basket, bowl, vase in the corner. For our live stream viewers, you can visit our website, Cassadaga.org, and click the donate button. We thank you in advance for your generosity. And I would like to say a blessing over the donations. Divine Spirit, please send us your blessings on these offerings and all of those who are here with us. Guide us to be good stewards of these gifts to the benefit of our community. Thank you for the abundance of these gifts and bless us all with prosperity. Thank you. Amen. And now a few announcements. Next Wednesday, February 10th, our message bearer for our demonstration of spirit service will be Reverend Dr. Phil DeLong. Next Sunday, February 14th, the speaker for the Sunday service will be Deborah Jordan. Every Sunday, we have Adult Lyceum, also known as Sunday School, from 9:30 to 10:15 in the Andrew Jackson Davis building. Next Sunday, February 14th, our Lyceum speaker will be Reverend Diane Davis. To participate in absentee healing, please print the first name and the initial of the last name of a loved one or a pet in our healing book, which is in the table over there. Every Thursday, a healing meditation circle is held here in this building from 11 a.m. to noon. Healing is sent to all those on the healing list. Everyone is welcome. This service, as well as Sunday Lyceum and Sunday service, are streamed live through our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. At the entrance, we have our Sunday bulletin and our activities. Please take one home with you. Now, for some other announcements. Next Sunday, February 14th, we are having the renewal of wedding vows. During our regular Sunday service, we will have the marriage vows renewed. For any couples who want to do that, please contact the office if you're interested in that. Next Saturday, February 13th, is our gala day. We have it's from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. here. We have mini readings, demonstrations, 50/50 raffle, vendors, mini seminars. It's just a fun day for everyone. And today, Sunday, February 7th, from 2 to 4, in this building is a workshop by Reverend Dr. Phil DeLong called Sacred Geometry in You, Vibrational Consciousness and Harmony in Your Life. Okay. You can visit our website, Cassadaga.org, for all the monthly information as well as any upcoming events. At this time, we'd like to thank our live stream viewers for joining us today. We look forward to spending time with you again. Thank you so much.